Welcome to the Fermented Homestead. If you're new here, my name is Anna, and on this channel I'm sharing our journey of learning how to turn our home into a homestead. Welcome to one of our monthly Azure standard hauls. This one is a pretty big doozy. It's not quite as big as my first one, but it's still a pretty big one. And just so, spoiler alert, the grand total was $553.12. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna share with you what I got. I'm going to share with you the competitor's price, how much I paid for it here, and how much it would be at other places. This time I didn't stick with just exclusively Amazon, and that's simply because a lot of the stuff that I ordered, Amazon doesn't have. So what I did do was I gathered roughly the price that it would be either to buy it here locally, Costco, or Amazon. I kind of combined them, so it would be like 3 or 4, maybe up to 5 separate places I would be buying this at, but I just got it from here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this one by one. I'm going to show you each thing I got, and I'm going to do it in order from the list. Okay, so the first thing I got was this magnesium supplement. It's magnesium plus B6. I paid $18.32, and on Amazon for the same exact product it would have been $21.49. Then we got Alexander Farms yogurt. I got these 6 packs of these, and these ones, I really like this kind of yogurt because, or this kind of dairy that they have here, the Alexander Farms one. It is organic, it is grass-fed, and it is A2A2. And the purpose behind the A2A2 is that it is a more digestible protein. It's basically kind of like what einkorn is to wheat. It's old school. It's the best way to digest it. The only negative part to this is that it is not raw. And I can get raw in my area, but the only store that I can get it at, I refuse to go to. So I can't get it right now. So this is the best thing that I can do with all of these different dairy products. I like them because they're much more digestible, and so that's the purpose behind the A2A2. I think I forgot to explain that last time I did one of these hauls, and there were some questions about it. And basically, it's just, you can do A2A2 or you can do A2A1, I think. I don't think there's an A1A1. But A2A2 is just, it's the oldest type of milk, type of protein. It's just, if you have issues with dairy, if you have issues digesting things, A2A2 is going to be much easier on your gut, basically. So just to get that out of the way. So these ones are, what are the sizes individually? These are 24-ounce tubs of yogurt, and in order to find something similar to this in my area, it'd be about $8 each. So I factored that in, and I paid $27.12 for the 6-pack, and if I would have purchased them individually or anyway in my area, it would have been about $48 total. So, and then I got these Kefirs. These are the little teeny tiny, they're like half pint sizes, or like a cup. I don't know why they don't just call them cups, but they're half pint sizes, and there's 6 of them in here. They're little milk Kefirs. These particular ones are flavored, and they are raspberry and strawberry, and it was $8.61 for each box. If I were to buy these locally in my area for the little things, it would be probably about $3 a piece. And so $18 for each of these versus $8.61 is what I paid for them. Okay. And then these here milks, these were also the Alexander Farms A2A2, grass-fed, organic, all the goodness. And these ones were on like sort of like a clearance because they're going to expire in a few days. When I ordered them on the 1st, they're set to expire on the 7th. It is currently the 4th. So these things are going to go straight into the freezer. Don't need to do anything with them. Don't need to drain them. Don't need to do anything. I can literally just take this whole thing and throw it right into the freezer, and I can just pull them out one at a time when I'm ready to use them. My main reason for wanting to use them is going to be either yogurt or make homemade kefir. I need to get the kefir grains. We're in a major transitional time right now, so I don't know if I'm gonna end up doing that, but I do have the space in the freezer. I'm gonna go ahead and pop these in the freezer and use them when I can. I got them simply because they were on clearance. They were $3.50 each. Yeah, $3.50 each. So I paid a total of $42 for these, and I did try and factor these out. I would not be able to get this quality milk in my area simply because I won't go to the store that they sell this type of stuff at, I would only be able to get organic milk. I wouldn't be able to get A2, probably wouldn't be able to get grass-fed, or I wouldn't be able to get the two combined. So this is a bit unattainable in my area, so I'm thankful for that. And so I did an even Stevens price on it. It was just $42.42. So I wasn't able to really factor in a real price on that one. So, and then we also got this package of tomato powder. It's a 5-pound package of tomato powder, and we ordered this the first time I ordered through Azure, and we both really liked it. It has a nice flavor. It can make really good spaghetti sauce, and it can add like in small quantities, it can add like a really good richness and an extra depth of flavor kind of to any recipe that you're going to use tomatoes in. If you use too much, it kind of just makes it taste like tomato powder or tomato sauce, like spaghetti sauce. So you have to use it in limited quantities, but if you're making spaghetti sauce, you can just literally add water to this and make like a spaghetti sauce. And I think it has directions on the back for how you can make the tomato sauce and tomato powder. So you can just mix up the quantities and it'll tell you exactly how to do it. So it's just on hand, taking up very limited amount of space in your pantry. So I really like that. And this 5-pound package was $43.41. And if it was on Amazon, I would have paid $54.95. And then I got carrots. I got this 5-pound bag of carrots. And this was $6.50 at Azure, and it would have been about $12.45 if I'd gone to the store, and for an equal quality. Then I got this brown box back here. It's a big old case. I covered it up. You can't really see it very well, but that is 40 pounds of cabbage. I paid $42. I did look inside. Very good quality cabbage. I'm really excited about it, and I paid $42 for it. Okay, most of the time around me for organic cabbage, number one, I probably wouldn't be able to get this quantity. I would not be able to get 40 pounds really anywhere but the store that I can't go to. And so, but if I had paid in store, I likely would have paid $1.99 is the kind of the average price, but I never would have bought it. I never would have bought 40 pounds for it. So kind of taking that into consideration, I probably would have stocked up at around $1.49 a pound. And so that would have been $59.60 total for 40 pounds. Only one time have I ever seen organic cabbage that was 99 cents a pound, and that was many, many years ago. So $1.49 is like the screaming deal around here, and that would have probably been the price that I would have maybe bought this quantity of it. And then I got 20 pounds of Fuji apples for $35.50. These two boxes here, one's Fuji, one's Gala. No, one's Fuji and one's Cameo. Hold on. I did not get this at Azure, but I think I could have gotten it at Azure, and I kind of wish I had, and I didn't notice it until after I already purchased it. But I got this handy dandy thing, and this is gonna really help me to be able to go through all of these apples that I bought. And that was kind of part of why I bought the apples, because I got that core thing. So it's going to be really handy to be able to do stuff with it. Okay, so these apples come roughly 50 to a case. And I factored it out. If I bought apples at Costco, it's usually, I think it was about 12. Where's this at? I think you could get roughly 12, like a dozen, for about 15 bucks. Anyways, I factored it out. I can't remember the exact numbers that I used, but it would have been, I paid $35.50 and $32 for each of these cases. And they would have been $60 each if I bought them at Costco, which is the best deal in my area. If I go to the actual grocery store, these things are probably about $3 a pound. And that's the last time I looked. I haven't actually shopped for apples in about 2 years, so I don't know what the current, the current state of apples are right now. I don't know, but that's what they were before. And moving along, I bought 5 pounds of golden beets right here, and these were $11. It would have been $12.45 if I bought them in the store. They're usually about $2.49 a pound. And in case you hadn't noticed the theme here with the cabbage and the carrots and the golden beets. I'm gonna be making my sweet and sauerkraut, but I'm gonna be making it in my big giant crock. So that video is coming. It's gonna take a while to ferment. It's gonna take a while to do its thing, but I'm gonna make my first real attempt at, well, not my first real attempt, my second attempt at making like the crock sauerkraut. I'm super pumped. The first one I made, I didn't tend it very carefully. I didn't know what I was doing, and it molded very quickly. So I am going to be much more careful with it. I'm going to bring you guys a video on it. I might include some of the first footage of the one where it kind of went south and figure out what I'm going to do to kind of fix the problem. So that video is coming. All right. And then the next thing that I have on here are these diced tomatoes. These are organic, natural value brand. I paid $17.14 for this 12-pack case. Amazon, it would have been $26.07. And then I got pepper. I got this ground pepper. It's a pound of ground pepper, and it was $22.44. Not the best deal in the world. On Amazon, it was $11.49. So I did lose out on that one. But I think that might be the only thing more than a couple pennies that I paid more for, was just that. And that seems to be kind of the case with the spices. Amazon seems to be a little bit cheaper for some of them. But from one thing that I learned from one of the viewers on the first video that I made is that Azure Standard has much higher quality and much higher quality standards. They don't irradiate, I don't think that's the word. They don't irradiate any of their spices, and they're generally as local as they can be. So, you know, take it with a grain of salt, do whatever you wish on that one. And then I've never had this before, but I wanted to try it because I'm really trying to get back into keto-ish. Might be like ketovore, I guess you might call it. I don't know. But I'm trying to be much more just lower carb, basically. And so I got this one. I like stevia. A lot of people think it has like kind of a bitter aftertaste flavor to it, but I don't notice that with pretty much any. I don't like the green stevia, which I wish I did. It's the best. I don't not like it, but it's just, it very much has a flavor in the green stuff, but the rest of the stuff I don't have an issue with it. But so anyways, I paid $11.20 for this at Azure, and it would have been $13.83 on Amazon. Then I got this digest tea, supposed to help with digestion, and the same exact one, I paid $14 for this at Azure. It was $16 on Amazon. And then these two, these are kind of, I bought these mostly for my husband. I thought he might like them, but he doesn't think he'll like them, but they are low carb. It says the first serving, which is a teaspoon, which is likely the amount that I would use. It has 2 grams of carbs. And they're both sugars, so there's not like any kind of deductions or anything for what is it? I can't remember the name of it, but anyways, so it's fairly low carb, and it's something I'm gonna definitely give a try. I'll let you guys know next time how we like it. And so anyways, these were $12.99 with Azure, and they are $12.95 on Amazon, so 4 cents more expensive, big deal. Then I got this kind of tea. It's a licorice tea. I could not find the equivalent of this. It's a licorice tea, which is supposed to be good for digestion, and it has licorice root, marshmallow root, echinacea, orange peel, cinnamon, ginger, and fennel, all organic ingredients. And this one I paid $9.75 for, and this most similar I could find, it was 1.75 ounces. This is 2 ounces. The one on Amazon was 1.75 ounces, and it was $14.95. So I tried to find something similar. If I were to buy just straight licorice, I could find it, I think it was $16.95 for a pound. I could be wrong on that. I didn't write that one down. But like, I don't want a pound of licorice, so I can barely stand licorice, but I'm gonna try it. I like it in the tea form I found in some of the teas that I've tried. So hopefully I like that. That's why I wanted to buy a small amount. All right, then I got this matcha tea. I paid $16.96 for it. Amazon exact same was $22.45. And I've just been seeing a lot about matcha tea, and I just want to try it. So I figured I'd finally buy it. Then I have these lids right here. These metal lids. I actually got all the same color this time. I'm so stoked. And then I got these right here and over there. These Azure boxes. Those are 1 gallon jars, 4 in each case. And so I paid $35.76 for the the jars, and then I paid $6.30 for the lids. On Amazon, the jar and the lid for 8 of them would have been about 80 bucks. They're about $10 a piece. And to note, these are really good quality too. I bought some the first time I did my order. First time, I think. And I bought these and they were really good quality. I really like them. I store so far I've been storing my bone broth in the fridge in them, and I really like them. I would like to be able to start using these for pantry storage in the next place we end up at. So, spoiler alert, I guess. So, then I got this Rumiano Family Organic Cheddar Cheese. When I bought it, I'm not gonna lie, I thought I read that it was raw cheese, and it is not raw cheese, but it is a big old 5-pound block of mild cheddar, pasture raised, and I'm pretty sure these are pasture raised, grass fed, all the goodness. This is the same brand of the butter that I really like, that is the best butter I've ever had in my life, including Kerrygold by far. I would have bought a bunch of the butter, but they are sold out of both the salted and the unsalted, so I was super bummed about that. So hopefully they'll have it back in next time. I was gonna get Jen and the Stivers, they did their first haul that they did in a while. They bought from them, and they had bought this big case of the butter. I didn't even know they had that big of a case of the butter, but I wanted to buy it and they were sold out, and I was so bummed. So hopefully next month they will have it in and I can get it. We'll see how it goes. So that is it for the order. The only thing that they didn't ship, I ordered extra. I had a $500 budget. I ordered a little bit of extra. That's why it was $553.12. It was supposed to be $500. I had expected that some things would be canceled because some of the things I ordered had very low quantities in stock. So I was like, oh, I'll just do a little buffer, and everything shipped except for they send out. Cover up my address here. So they send out these, it's like an Azure standard, it's a sales flyer, and that was the only thing that didn't get included in the order, which I thought was kind of funny. They must have just run out. I think that their business is like just through the roof with everything that's happening, and so, which is awesome. I love that their business is being so, I don't know what you'd call it, but just flourishing so well. I think it's awesome. Okay, so drum roll. If I had purchased at all the various other places, the most reasonable and cheapest ways that I could find, it would have been $772.88, which would have been $219.76 more. And again, I did not, anything that was Amazon, I did not differentiate. Oh, I should have said, with the cheese, I paid $41.10. And I don't know how much. I tried to find, like on Amazon and things like that, how much the cheese would have been. I just guessed it would have probably been about $50 to get 5 pounds of this really good cheddar cheese. Total guess. Sue me. I don't care. I couldn't find it in a reasonable amount of time, and I don't have all evening to look up cheese prices. So it was $219.76 more if I bought this stuff everywhere else. So I saved that much on all of this stuff, and I'm pretty darn pleased with that. Every time that I order through Azure, I get more and more happy with the company. I get more and more happy with the products, except when they're out of butter. I want butter. There's a couple of other things that I probably would have purchased if they'd had it in stock, but the butter was the main thing. I really like butter. And another thing that I really wish that they had more of is like canned meats, like canned beef, canned things other than like tuna. I'd really like that. And because we buy cows and we raise chickens, so I don't need to buy meat there. They do have meat. They have really good, high quality meat, bacon, meats of all different kinds. But I really wish that they had more like tinned beef and like tin canned meat products. That would have been really awesome. And I think I also wanted to get canned corn actually, and canned tomato sauce. I think those were the things that I would have purchased if they were in stock, but they were out. But that's just how it goes. You kind of order it. Sometimes they have it, sometimes they don't have it, and you just don't really stress about it a whole lot. And when you have a prepared pantry and a prepared mind and a prepared home, it's not a big deal if they run out of it, because odds are when you're ordering it, you're just running low and you're not necessarily out. Does that make sense? So that's kind of my mindset that I have with this. I really enjoy supporting this company, and I really enjoy saving the money, and I enjoy the products that they have because I feel like they have really good, high quality products. With that being said, I want to go ahead and encourage you guys to check out Azure Standard if you haven't already. I will do a link down below. I don't know if you would consider it an affiliate link. It's like my account link, and if you follow that link and spend more than $100, I get a certain amount of credit on my account. I think it's $25, but I'm not totally certain. So if you guys are interested in it, make sure that you click the link that I'm going to link down below. You know, it might be, I don't think it's not considered an affiliate link, but I do get like some benefit if you guys sign up. So, but that aside, like, I'll put my money where my mouth is. I think this is an amazing product, and I think that you guys will as well. And basically the way that it works is you order once a month. You have your account, and you can continue to add and add and add throughout the month. And then when it'll send you an email saying, hey, your deadline is up in a couple of days. Make sure you get your order in. And then, so I just went on there, I finalized my order, and then they don't actually bill you until it's delivered, basically. My order this time, I've heard of a lot of people were delayed a week. My order was fine. It was only a few hours late. Normally it's in the morning, and I can go before work, and I can go pick it up and bring it home, or bring it to work with me, and you know, not have much of an issue with that. But this time I waited, and they didn't come, so I ended up having to go later on in the day and pick it up. Most people with their drop points that I've seen online, they all meet in like a parking lot, or they all meet in one place, and everybody goes at that same time, unloads the truck, and takes their stuff with them. And some places will have a drop point that people will hold on to their stuff until they can get there. My particular drop location is at Lady's Farm, and she just has an extra building room, and the truck driver delivers it, unloads it, they separate everything out, or he does or she does, I don't know who does, but then she just emails everybody and says, hey, your order's here, come pick it up by this time tonight. And so it's a really convenient drop point. Like, I can go whenever I want and for the day, and if unless it's refrigerated, you want to make sure you're picking up your refrigerated stuff as quickly as you can. But other than that, you can go whenever you want that day. And I'm sure if I couldn't make it that day, I could probably make arrangements with her to pick it up the next day. But generally she wants you to pick it up that day, which is not an issue for me in my lifestyle. If you live in like the Northwest, I think it's Oregon, California, Washington, Idaho, I'm not sure if it extends any further, but there's free shipping. The further you go to the East Coast, the more you pay for shipping. But I think even if you go further out, like it's really not that much, because your timer is going off. Because the further you go east, like they have to pay the drivers, they have to pay, and it costs more money to ship it over to the East Coast because it's in Oregon. So just bear that in mind. I was surprised the first time I ordered. I didn't know that I got free shipping for living in Washington. But if you don't live in those few states, then you will pay a bit of shipping, but it's not a huge amount. You're splitting the whole semi truck with the fee with everybody that's on the route, basically, is how that works. And so it ends up bringing the cost down significantly. I was reading on the site that you can actually, if you live in Alaska and Hawaii, I believe you can still order. I don't know what the shipping cost is on it. I don't know how it works, but they was just reading on the website on the produce that they ship the produce in the best of condition, but they can't guarantee it with all the backups and stuff on the ports. So that's how I didn't even know that they shipped that far. So that was pretty cool. And I think that they are adding more and more routes. If you don't have a route near you, try and get together with some other people, and you can create a drop, most likely, and they will start to drop there. You can just be, I don't know what they call it, a drop mom, a route mom, I don't know what they call it, but a drop point basically. And then that would mean that you would organize it, and I don't know anything that goes along with that because I'm not an organizer, so I don't know. But I just know that you can create new drops if there's people willing to, and if there's enough people that want to go and there's somebody willing to be the drop coordinator. That's the word, drop coordinator. So anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you guys learned something, and I hope that you guys got some inspiration to go ahead and order from Azure. So if you do, remember, click the link down. Should have just turned off the timer, right? Should have just turned it off when it first started. So remember to click the link down below and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to this channel also down below if you enjoy this sort of content, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.